What's going on, guys? It's Dylan here. Today, we'll be going over a ticker symbol analysis on the ticker symbol MSTR strategy. Before we get to the video, just want to let you know, we'll be using technical analysis to break the stock down, non-biased, non-emotional, to predict where stock price may go in the next few days and or weeks. This one have nothing to do with news. Let's get straight to the video. So we have almost hit the first two of the three price targets that we've set on the daily time frame since we broke out of this flag around 2-3 weeks ago. And if you've been following the channel, it's been a very, very predictable and nice, clean ride up with a little bit no pullbacks. And we've officially hit the $400 price target, held up against that for a couple of days. And now we're about $10 shy of that 440.37 price target level. So with that being said, congrats guys to anyone who caught that move. But with that being said, let's get straight to it, man. Let's break down the technicals. We're going to start off with the weekly. Look at the weekly time frame. It's very clear. The stock is very bearish. No, I'm just kidding. It is very simple, guys. It does not take a rocket scientist to tell you that this extremely bullish euphoric move followed by this 8-month-long consolidation is a bad route in any means. This is a very good trajectory, guys. And if you've been following the channel, we've been mentioning this over and over, how we have this bull flag continuation pattern. We had about a year of price action forming this very, very nice flag. And then accordingly broke up to these 543 highs, had that nice flagpole-like structure. Came down, we formed that very, very nice tight flag. We pressed up against it with a couple touch points along this level, and we broke out. So that's what we're working with on the weekly time frame. We do have the price targets of $400, $440, and $500 within this flag projection. So we've already established the $400 level, and we're about $10 shy from that 440 level. So we got one more, guys, essentially. And yeah, that's what we're looking at on the weekly. You know, we are pushing in to these candles highs with a little bit of a weight, but you definitely can't say it's bearish. You know, there's not a whole lot we can get from the weekly as far as, hey, what's going to happen in the next few days in our week. So we'll keep the weekly time frame pretty brief, but you know, we're looking at this continuation, man. And they don't always follow 100% what it did before, but if you look at this last iteration, guys, we had a good 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks of just nice price action. And this flag has been forming now for almost a year, you know, so to see a month or 2 or 3 of price action continuation wouldn't shock me. So looking at the weekly chart, man, we're looking at a weekly bullish bull flag continuation, right? We do have these price targets in effect. As far as that, we're approaching these candle highs. So we'll keep an eye on that. But as of now, there's no clear indication on the weekly. So we're going to go jump over to the daily time frame. Alrighty, guys, look at the daily time frame. You clearly see that this $400 to $402 level, which we've been shouting for weeks now at this point. It's a key level, right? We pressed up against it over the last few weeks, once, 2, and about 3 times before finally getting that breakover and perfectly holding that level once and twice. Those were the lows of the last 2 days of price action, Thursday and Friday. Very beautiful price action. When we take a quick look to the past, you see that this has been the center. This general range has been the center for always. You know, the stock has this nice move up area before it comes down and presses up against, gets above, shrinks right below, gets above, shrinks right below, gets above, and then collapses. Comes all the way back and gets above it. So to see 2 daily candles hold over as we are right now, it's a very good sign. As when we look in this past duration, we weren't able to get any 2 days consecutive candles to hold. We had 1 day over, closed beneath it immediately. 1 day over, we start to run up there, hit the price target, immediately reject and flush. Okay, and this keeps going on, even into back here. So it is very nice to see 2 daily wicks press up against a major level, guys. It's never a bad thing to see a stock on a very nice setup holding over a major breakout level. So once again, guys, I feel like I'm saying the same thing every time almost, but it's true. You know, like until we see some bearish, some bad signs, we will mention it. But as of now, guys, we're seeing strength. We're seeing higher lows being pressed on the daily time frame. No longer in this duration of chopping around, going sideways. We're setting these higher lows, guys. We're moving up. So from a daily perspective, to see these 2 wicks press down on this level, starting to bounce off, it's a very good sign. The current time frame in strategy right now, we will get the most out of the hourly time frame. So we're not going to be redundant. We're going to go jump over the hourly time frame to get into the nooks and crannies of the final analysis so that we can wrap this whole picture together for what's to come within the next few days and or weeks. We're looking at the 1 hour time frame. Then right away, it's very clear to most traders looking at the stock. And we've been mentioning this over the last few weeks that whenever we have a nice solid run up over the resistance points, like $343 was a very major level we were watching. We broke over that level and hung right around it for about a day, day and a half, forming this very, very tight panic. Buyers are squeezing down. They're not letting the sellers push the stock down. They're getting defended. It gets really, really squeezed out, and then we get breakout, come down, retest this major support level just about, and then we have another breakout. And the trend seemed to continue for strategy on an hourly time frame, right? We move up, we get over this key level we've been mentioning, the 370, 350, 380. We hold these two major levels. And what do? We go downwards. You know, we kind of get tight. If we draw this other trend line up, you see it quite nice, which is really thinned out, man. We got nice and thin. We're pressing up against this. Every time candles come up, we get rejected. Then the buyer step in. We get rejected, and the buyer step in, right? We're holding up against the Sunday support, get rejected. It got really, really tight at the end of the structure, and boom. Just as we had here, guys. The strategies continue to follow this not only on the weekly analysis, we're looking at a weekly flag, but we're getting these flags, and it's what we want to call them, on an hourly structure. And as of now, what are we seeing? Another gap up over a major level, which we've been mentioning, 400 to 402. We got over that level. We held it once, twice for 2 hours before a nice green run up. From that point, right, we did find a little bit of resistance at these wicks. And then we started to flush below, and we came down to test it once and twice again. So we had 4 hours of price action, Friday's price action. We had 4 hours where not only we regained and crushed that resistance level, which is very, very key, not only on the hourly, guys, on the daily, as we mentioned just a couple minutes ago, from an overall perspective, this has been the most key level for strategy, $400 to 402. Not only we broke over that, we hung over there, we bounced for a couple hours. So we're seeing really good signs, guys. And once again, we're seeing another descending resistance channel. Now, the real question is, hey, does this stretch out, and do we come down for another test on this level? It kind of bounce around, get real tight, and then go. We could. I mean, that's what we've continued to do over the last few days and weeks, but it could just go right away, guys. It's just a good sign, because whenever we get these descending resistance points, they immediately get smoked. They immediately get smoked. So guys, the trend is your friend. I do believe there is a good, situation that happens again. So let's keep an eye on this descending resistance. Let's see if it continues to formulate within this, or if it just goes right away. We'll cover this from a daily and weekly point of view as it continues to stretch out. But if we take away all these drawings, guys, something we've been keeping an eye on that we'll do all the time, so fundamental but so key, is the stock setting higher lows and highs? Once we have that established, we can notice that whatever time frame we're looking at, we're seeing an uptrend. And there's no need to be bearish. There's no need to step in, at this double top level and say that we're going to get crushed, guys, as we mentioned in the video. So if you clearly see on the time frame, we're setting a low here, a low here, a low here, we're stair stepping up. Nice stair steps up. And accordingly with higher highs. So it's a stair step like effect. We're bouncing up and around, because the stock just can't go up straight linear. So we're seeing those higher lows and higher highs being set. So simple, guys, but let's keep that in mind. So we're going to jump over the 5-minute time frame, which you usually don't do, just to look at the micro analysis of how the psychology was last Friday. And right away, guys, you see these lows, which we mentioned, being defended, very key, just very nice thin candles pressing up against it. We had another descending resistance that broke out. And this is something we can keep an eye on all time frames, essentially, for strategy, even on the 5-minute. So we're seeing nice stock hold up here. If we do come to this key level, that $400 level, and break it at that point, we will cover it and we'll have a little bit of a different scenario. This would be a bit of a fake breakout. But as of now, guys, I think we have the green light. We're seeing the higher lows and higher highs being printed on the hourly time frame. The weekly is still looking strong. We're pushing into these wicks with some oomph. And every analysis is picking up, guys. So, we will go very, very quickly over to Bitcoin. So we're on Bitcoin chart. If you followed the last video, we mentioned at these lows, man. It just looked good, man. We have this ascending support with the buyers. You mentioned this candle. You got to be bullish on Bitcoin. We've officially hit 100K on Bitcoin. We put that prediction out around 82,000 when we started to break out of this bull flag. And once again, guys, stick to the fundamentals. Stick to the fundamentals. We have a weekly bull flag continuation on Bitcoin. We clearly do, guys. We have a nice flag stretching up, breakout. Nice flag going up, stretching out, breakout. Look at the move, man. Look at the move on that. That's incredible. Go over to strategy. We're looking at the same thing, guys. We're seeing a very mirror image to Bitcoin. So as far as Bitcoin goes, pretty much has gone straight up on the daily analysis. So we will have to wait for a little bit of a pullback and we maybe get a little tight before heading up higher. But man, like I said last video, I can't be bearish on Bitcoin. You follow the markets for years and years, you realize, man, in these high strength moments, it continues to compound, especially in these, cryptos like Bitcoin and strong stocks like Tesla and Strategy. The trend is your friend, guys. We're only seeing big signs. I could see that these wicks up here around this general 106,000, 7,000. These wicks definitely come into play. Maybe find a little bit of resistance at that point, but still very bullish on Bitcoin. So we have it around 100K price target, but I still think there potentially is more room to go. So as far as analysis from Bitcoin, the hourly, the daily, the weekly, everything adds up, guys. I think it looks really good. We will cover it if anything changes, but keep an eye on that $400 to $402 level. It'll be major support. That $440 to $441 range, that general zone, is it's been some very key wicks and highs. And then once we break that, guys, I am calling $500. One more price target to go, guys. Let's see if we can get there. We'll cover this on a weekly time frame. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, all that. I appreciate all the new support, guys. It really means a lot for me. It's a lot of fun getting on here and charting it out and hopefully helping you guys out. So hope you had a good day. Take care and goodbye.